Good morning, everybody. Jeremiah Krakowski here. Hey, listen, I wanted to talk to you about making mistakes. The thing is that a lot of people spend most of their life trying to avoid making mistakes because they're afraid of what might happen if they make mistakes. And perfection is the thing that they strive for. And most people are living their life in the effort of trying to do everything perfect and never make mistakes because they're worried about how they might look to other people if they make mistakes. If you choose to live your life based on the fear of what potentially might happen when you make a mistake, you are going to live a very stressful and unfulfilled life because all you're trying to do is manage your current situation to prevent what you don't want to happen from happening. And so when you do this, it actually self-fulfills what you're worried about in the first place. Stop worrying about making mistakes. Stop letting making mistakes dictate your life and choose for you how far you're going to go. Perfection is a lie. Having to do everything perfect is a lie. This need for everything to be perfect is actually bringing you more harm in the long run than just being human, being yourself, being normal, and living life. And when you make mistakes, when you fail temporary failure, it creates a situation where you can learn from it. It creates a situation where you can learn how to not do that again. So when you make a mistake, you look at it, you look at the result of it, and you say, okay, I don't want that result, so I'm going to choose to not do that one mistake that I made. But you see, if you never did that mistake and you made sure to maintain perfection and safety and security, to not risk anything, to not push buttons, to not push the envelope, you'll never learn what is possible because you're only staying within the boundaries and the boundary zone of what is potentially safe for you. Instead, you can go 10 times greater, 100 times greater, exponentially further by making mistakes, being okay with mistakes, being okay with failure, and then saying, what can I learn from this? And then going much further next time by choosing to do what's going to help you. But if your entire focus in your life is how can I constantly only avoid ever making mistakes and only avoid ever feeling embarrassed and always feel like I'm doing everything perfect, you will actually stay stuck in a comfort zone and you will never go as far as you want to go. And if you have big goals for your life, you'll constantly feel like I can never catch a break. I can never go past where I'm at right now because that fear is actually what is dictating and creating the script of your life for you. It's time to rip fear out, tell fear, give it a cease and desist notice, and actually choose. Listen, I'm okay with making mistakes. I'm okay with upsetting a few things. I'm okay with pushing the envelope. I'm okay with looking bad temporarily, looking not the best, to learn from it and to see what happens. And yet so often people allow this fear of ever making a mistake and their incessant addictive need to be perfect choose their life path for them. And then they complain with comparison about, man, if only I had chosen to do this, my life would have been different. If only I hadn't met that person, my life would have been different. And if only this situation hadn't happened, my life would be different from now. Or I'm not like so-and-so, they do that. Why can't I have that? I'm doing the same things. And you let this need for perfection and this need to look good, your need to look good, sound good, and people to say, wow, good job, and give you a little gold star on your shirt, to choose and dictate the future of your life for you. And by doing that, you're actually choosing a much lesser portion. What I mean by lesser portion is you're looking at the potential of your life and you're actually choosing the little tiny non-potential little itty-bitty version because you're so afraid of ever going outside of what might make you feel uncomfortable. And so I want to encourage you, embrace the discomfort, embrace the temporary feeling of maybe I shouldn't have done that. Embrace and be okay with making mistakes, and stop letting your pride and ego control your life, and actually choose the life you want, create the life you want. And if the chips fall and mistake happens, get back up, learn from it. Don't make the same mistake again. You see, if you make the same mistakes again, then you didn't learn from it, or you made it in a different way. It is okay to make the same mistake in a different way if you learn from it. Just, and it's okay to make the same mistake again in the same way, because maybe there's a process that you have to go through, a process to learn, a process to grow, a process to reach the level that God has for you. If you do this and you don't allow your fear to control your life and to choose your future for you, you can create the life you want. You can partner with God with your destiny, and nothing is impossible for you. Grow your life, everybody, and we'll talk soon.